welcome. I am your host, Americles. So, the evening before Black Friday, you are sitting with your family sharing a meal, reflecting all the things you ought to be thankful for. Perhaps even coming to the conclusion that in that moment, you truly have enough: a warm house, loving family, and enough food to eat. It is a wistful and happy event, and it is something truly special. Nah, screw all that nonsense, for the following day is Black Friday. Forget everything that happened. Now it is the time to consume, stampede, and buy a useless pile of shit you don't need. Truly ironic, since we literally just learned the night before that we had enough, and suddenly we don't. So how in the world is it possible to have such diametrically opposed events happen right next to each other, where one is an event of great love, and the other an event of great depravity? How did we get here? Get in the minivan, boys and girls. Americles is taking us shopping for history at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's different accounts of how the modern day bedlam that is Black Friday developed, but most historians say that the term Black Friday comes from the late 1860s, when two yahoos tried to buy all the gold to drive gold prices up so they could sell at a massive profit. But alas, they were foiled by then President Ulysses S. Grant, whose foiling plan caused the price of gold to drop like my subscriber count when I go AWOL for 5 months. That day was termed Black Friday. Then sometime in the early 1900s, department stores often sponsored Christmas parades rife with advertising, but it was an unspoken rule that no department store was to advertise for Christmas before Thanksgiving. Then in 1939, Franklin Delano Roosevelt moved Thanksgiving 1 week earlier, in the hopes that this would extend the holiday shopping season. Later in the 1950s, Black Friday is what Philadelphia's police officers called the day after Thanksgiving because the city held a large football game between the Army and Navy every year. So big crowds consistently overwhelmed the police's ability to keep order, often ensuing in chaos and looting. Retailers in the city later tried to rebrand the day after Thanksgiving as Big Friday, but it didn't work. Finally, in the late 80s, retailers decided that now was the time to start using the term Black Friday as we know it today, and here we are. So now you know. We are here because some bozos tried to buy all the gold, FDR wanted more shopping time, some police officers in Philly had hard times, and someone in marketing wearing shoulder pads and thick-rimmed glasses in the 80s thought it was a neat term to hijack. The expectation is that somehow, today of all days, everything will be cheaper and you'd be remiss not to buy anything. Just keep in mind that literally yesterday, life was good and enough, and today you suddenly can't get enough. The best way to save money is to not spend money. And in the end, no store is going to cut you a deal that they're not making money off of.
Also, everything in the Americles store is having a Black Friday sale. 50% off. Buy right now. And if you subscribe, it'll be 100% off. We're giving things away.